Hi, my name is Preeti and this channel is Inspiration Always. Why I have named it Inspiration Always is for this reason that it should be available for everyone from every part of the world and any time of the day, and it should be the source of inspiration always. And today I want to talk about self-worth. Where does my self-worth come from? So before I come to the subject, let me ask you to imagine the ostrich bird saying, "Oh, I don't belong to the category of birds. I shouldn't be a bird actually. Oh, my weight is so much and I can't fly so high. I'm not like other birds." And suppose if peacock is telling itself, "Oh, if my legs could be like a crow," or suppose if parrot is telling itself, "Oh, I could be chirping like a bird," or bulbul bird, it thinks that I should be singing much better than other birds, or other birds should be comparing with each other. Or think about animals where there are so many breeds of dog, there are so many breeds of cats, and they are thinking, "Oh, that breed is better than me." Or human beings like that breed better than me. What if I had belonged to that breed? Why did I take birth in that breed? So just imagine if animals and birds also start thinking like that, if trees start thinking like that, "Oh, I have so many branches, oh, I don't have that much of good flowers. See the flowers the other trees is having, see the number of fruits I am having, and see the number of fruits the other tree is having." So if they start comparing, what would the world be? There would be peacelessness. There would be chaos in the nature as well. You would not enjoy the nature then. Now we go to the nature, we go near the nature, we go to the park, or we go to those areas like mountains or beaches or some other places, bird sanctuaries, where we feel so refreshed. We wouldn't feel so refreshed that ways, because they would be comparing always. They would not be happy, they would not be cheerful, they would not be joyful, they would not be enjoying their life. See, human being is the only creature on this earth which is all that I'm comparing, and who's valuing himself based on his performance. We think our performance decides our abilities. Suppose if I perform good, that means I'm able. If I don't perform good, then it means I'm not able. How many times have you experienced in life when you did not perform as per to the best of your abilities due to some reason? You were nervous, you were not confident, or you had some anxiety, or you had not taken good sleep, or you were under stress, or you were very tired, so that's why you could not perform that well. Your efficiency went down. There's so many reasons. That doesn't mean that it is we are not able, if we are not able to perform sometimes, but we are always judging ourselves by our performance and by our abilities, and those performance and abilities decide my self-worth. So usually a human being's self-worth comes from the possessions, the achievements, the award and recognitions, the admirations, the likes. And so our what keeps changing, it's not constant, it's wavering, it's wobbly, because the base is wobbly. We are basing it on external things which are not in our direct control. People who are praising us today, they would be criticizing us tomorrow, and then we would not feel worthy, we would not feel good. We feel good when somebody admires me, we feel good when somebody acknowledges my effort, and I don't feel good when it is not acknowledged. So I don't value myself based on what I think about myself. I value myself based on what others think of me. So all the time the control is outside, it's not with me. So that is a state of powerlessness, I would say. I'm not able to feel good on my own. I'm not able to feel, see that where our lack that where our sense of worth comes from. It should be the criteria that I have the ability to feel good no matter what. I have the ability to feel cheerful no matter what. I have to I have the ability to be happy in all the circumstances, in all the situations, with all the people. That should be the our criteria of self-worth. In fact, our self-worth is coming from outside. How others approve of me, how they validate me. So their validation is the criteria for my experiencing my self-worth. I should value myself on my inner values, my inner guiding system. I should be basing my values on kindness, compassion, gratefulness, cheerfulness, joyfulness. So that should be the point where it should be coming from, it should stem from. Right now it's stemming from outside, and that's not in my control. So that's why we always keep thinking of, lacking self-worth, and we always, pushing ourselves to achieve more, strive more, do better, work hard. Working hard is not a problem, but working hard should not come from this motivation that you want to get recognition from outside, or you want to achieve good income for to be appreciated by others, not for you, not for yourself. If you talk about your life purpose, what is your life purpose? Is your life purpose is to get the acknowledgement by people, which you would never get anyway? You would never be able to satisfy all of the people in your life. So here's the point when I need to question myself. See, COVID, how is it affecting me nowadays? Is it affecting me because I'm not able to do what I had been able to do before? Because I feel uselessness, feeling of being useless or being unworthy, because I have not been able to do something which I wanted to do, not for me but for others, so that others think highly of me, so that other things I'm capable, I'm able, I'm competent. So I would share a real life example. In college times, there was a girl in another college, not in our college, but there was another girl in another college, and she was a top performer. She was the topper in the class every time, and she always used to score good marks every time unfailingly. And for that she had strived harder and harder and harder. And for 10 to 15 days duration of the examination, she didn't used to sleep day and night. For 15 days together she would not sleep, because she wanted to score the highest marks. And there was another girl. It happened one time that day before her exam of particular subject, she focused on a chapter which she had not read before, because all of the seniors in her college, they had told her that never ever a single question came from that chapter anytime. So that chapter wasn't important, because nobody stressed on that chapter. Even teachers didn't teach that chapter. So that chapter was not important. So she had left that chapter while she was preparing for the exam, and she had prepared for the other chapters thoroughly. But a day before her exam, she realized that somehow she should not leave that chapter. She had that inner voice coming, where she felt that she has read all the other chapters, but she hasn't read that one. So she started reading that chapter, and that whole day went into reading that chapter and understanding that chapter. And she read the chapter very thoroughly. But then at the end of the day, she realized that she didn't revise the other chapters. She didn't revise the whole course. She just focused on one chapter, and that chapter where not even a single question come from. So on the day of exam in the morning, while going to her college, she was feeling very nervous, very anxious, and she was having palpitation that she had not revised her course. And while going to the college, she thought of coming back home and not appearing for the exam, not attempting for it. And while she was coming back, she met one of her batchmates on the way, and she asked her, why is she coming from the direction of college to the bus stop? And she asked her, no, you should not be going like that. You come with me and you appear for the exam, and I'm sure that you would be able to do better in the exam. Don't get nervous. Even I don't remember everything. And she took her with her to the college, but she stealthily ran away from the college and she came back home. She didn't appear for the exam for the fear that if I failed in the exam, but it would be a blot on her face. So she didn't appear for the exam. So these are the two extremes. Who do you think is the highest self-worth? That girl who didn't sleep for 15 days together and who always topped in the class, that girl had higher self-esteem and higher self-worth than the other girl who escaped and who avoided the exam? What do you think? You can write in the comment below. How do you feel? And let me share with you, none of them. Both of them lacked self-worth. They both had fear, but fear motivated them differently. To one, the fear motivated to fight, and to the other, fear motivated to flight. So she escaped, she avoided, and the other girl, she fought and she strived and she worked hard. But where does that fear come from? That fear comes from the lack of self-worth. Because I want to be recognized by the other people. How would others think of me if I don't top the class? If I don't, it was not because she wanted to or she enjoyed reading or she enjoyed that subject. No, she wasn't. At the end of the completion of her graduation, she got married and she became a housewife. So that was not her aspiration at all. It was just to get the recognition, to get the acknowledgement from her parents and the society that she strived so hard. It was not her intrinsic motivation, I would say. So it was stemming from the fear, from the judgment of others. How would others think of me? It was not her passion. It was not her subject. So are you getting what I want to convey? So how do we value ourselves? What we do, are we doing it to satisfy our own heart, to satisfy our own inner being, or to satisfy others so that others think highly of us and think that we are capable? We want to prove ourselves. Is for that reason we are doing it, or is it to just nourish my soul because I feel good about it, because I enjoy doing it, because I love this subject? Is it for that reason? So we have to question ourselves, where does my self-worth come from? And let me share with you another example. There's one person who bullies others. In narcissistic relationships, you must have heard about it, and there's an abuser. And there are few people who get bullied by others. There are few people who are the victim of the narcissistic abuse. Who do you think has the higher self-esteem and higher self-worth? Again, I would say none of them. They both lack sense of worth. So the person who has superiority complex wants to feel the grandiose. He wants to feel the grandiosity. He wants to feel superior over the others, and being superior over the others means you think less of others. You want others to be less than you. So you want to dominate, you want to control other people so that you can satisfy yourself, and your self-worth comes from that. Yes, you have been able to control others, you have been able to dominate others. So there you get the value of yourself. And the other person who's the victim, he is always dependent on others for their own self-worth. So they are into people pleasing. They want to be accepted by others, they want to be loved by others, they want to be admired by others. So they would do anything for them, they would be subservient. So that's stemming from lack of self-worth. And then again, I would give you another example of perfectionist. Who do you think perfectionists are? Are they striving for perfection because they are passionate about it? No, they want recognition from outside. So I value myself. I think highly of myself when I'm appreciated by others, when others acknowledge, and I don't think highly of myself. I, in fact, feel less of myself when others don't appreciate, don't give me acknowledgement, and when I'm not able to achieve like others. So I'm all the time comparing. So, you know, nowadays it's everyone's dream to be above average. Where does the average come from? You want to be above average, and to be above average, obviously, then you would always keep comparing. You will always look at others who are less than you, and you will always look at others who are higher than you, so that you want to compete with them. And all this struggle, we are losing life, we are losing happiness, we are losing cheerfulness, we are losing the real purpose of life. Are we living here, or we are just working like robotics to achieve, and that goal is never ever achieved? Do you know the celebrities, the famous celebrities, the one of the top richest person, one of the billionaires, do you think they are ever satisfied with whatever they earn, with whatever they possess? No, they are never satisfied. It's never enough, because it would never be enough. It would be like, suppose if I get 50 likes on Facebook page today, and on other post I get only, you can say, 5 likes. Oh, my feeling would go down. I would feel low. Why should I be feeling low? So that shows the state of powerlessness. That shows that I don't have control. My control is in the hands of the others. So I must understand what is self-worth. Self-worth is what I think about myself. And how I think about myself should not be dependent on how others see me, how others think about me, how others look at me, because others' perception of me is always changing, and others' perception of me is dependent on what's going on in their mind, what's important for them. I give you an example. Suppose if you watch a movie, there's a hit movie, and you take the reviews of different people. One would say, oh, the cast was good. The other would say, the location, the scenes behind, that those were so good. And there would be another person who would be saying, oh, the acting of the actors were really good. And there would be different person who would be saying the storyline was good. Or there would be another person who would be saying dialogues were impressive, they were so creative and awesome dialogues. So suppose who's looking for awesome dialogues, he would not like a movie where storyline is good, acting is good, cast is good, but dialogues were simple. He would not like that movie, he would not appreciate that movie. Similarly, the person who is looking for the storyline, acting may be good, cast may be good, scenes may be good, dresses may be good, everything must be good, but there was no story, he would not like it. And there would be another person who was looking for jewelry, who was looking for dresses, the costume, the hairdos. He would not like if those were not there. So whatever we think about an object, anything, any person, is dependent on how I think about life, what things I give importance to, what is important for me, what really influences me, what really drives me. So it's completely, you can say, subjective. It's not objective. So when something is not objective, then how can I make that criteria to assess my self-worth? My evaluation of self should not be dependent on these things which are wobbly, wavering, all the time shaky, not constant. So if you perform better today, like if we talk about any football player or cricketer, if he performs good one day, he would be admired. Suppose if he doesn't perform, he would be criticized. Then there would be allegation on him that he was bribed, or he was into match fixing. So all sorts of views and remarks would be there, but that doesn't define that person at all. Just imagine the toddlers, the children under 2 years of age. Have you seen them comparing with each other under 2 years of age? Oh, I'm fat, I'm chubby, the other child is skinny, and his or her looks are good, I'm not that good. Or my hair are beautiful, his hair are not beautiful. Have you ever observed those children doing that? 1.5 year old, 1 year old, have you seen them doing that? You would not. We were those children sometime, when we were one, when we were 2 year old. We were the same. How did we change? Why did we change? We changed because of the conditioning. We changed because of identifying ourselves by our acquired identity, by the things we acquired from outside, not what was coming from inside. Have you ever thought why those children feel so happy and cheerful and they refresh others? I've heard people saying that they were fatigued and they were stressed out, they were burnt out, and they were lacking energy. And as soon as they reached home, they look at their children, they felt refreshed. What made them feel refreshed? It was the word which was coming from inside, because they are always happy, they are always cheerful, independent of anything. Even if you don't give them the toys to play, they would find something to play. They would play with a bucket, they would play with a broom, they would play with even slippers. For them, it doesn't really matter what it is. They just need some or the other object, and they would find a meaning into it, and they would find the pleasure from it. So it's we who tell them, oh, the toys are good. Until we introduced them to the children were not knowing what toys were. It was our passion, it was our dream, it was our, you can say, choice which we give to the children. Children didn't demand that unless they start going to the school, until they start observing other children, until they grow up to that age where they understand they start comparing, before that, and that too they learn from us only. They observe us, they imitate us, the way we behave in front of them. So accordingly their value system develops. So let our inner guiding system, let our inner values of kindness, cheerfulness, and our ability to live without conditions, our ability to feel happy in any circumstance, our ability to feel good, our ability to feel satisfied wherever we are, with whomever we are, or with whatever we are doing. That should be the criteria for my self-worth. So my self-worth should come from that part, from intrinsic factors rather than extrinsic factors. So I feel that this is a very important question, why we get influenced by the circumstances and the people, by the actions and behavior of other people, by their remarks, by their views about ourselves. we have to check, is it about the other people or is it about me? So we have to really question ourselves how I want my life to be. And we have to really think, is this the kind of life I want to live? And why do I need to prove it to the world? Why I need to prove it to the other people that I'm worthy? I don't need to prove myself. If I'm worthy, everybody would see me. Just imagine if a person is generous or kind, he's showing kindness just because he feels like doing it. Because he feels good to be kind, because he feels good when he helps others, when he's kind to others. He feels good because he's generous to others, and people will automatically realize that he is generous. And there may be times where he would not be that generous. There may be reasons for that. Probably he didn't take proper rest, probably he did not have proper meals, so he was lacking energy, or probably he was preoccupied with some other thing. So there would be some instances where he would not be that generous, but overall most of the times he is generous, so he would be identified as generous. But suppose if a person is generous not because of the generosity, he is generous because he wants to be seen by others as generous. So would you appreciate that? So would it be living artificial or would it be natural? So how do you want your life to be? You want to be easy, free flowing, natural, flying high, feeling light. You want to live your life that way, or you want to carry a burden on yourself, just carrying a baggage all over you, on your head, to prove yourselves and to make others think about you as you want them to think about you? Is that should be your purpose, or your purpose should be, I'm doing it for the sake of doing it. I feel happy because I feel happy. I feel lovable because I feel lovable. I am lovable because I feel lovable. Or I am doing it for my own joy. I don't really bother if somebody thinks me to be joyful or not. I'm being joyful for myself. So I'm kind because I feel good about being kind. I am altruistic because I feel good about being altruistic. It's not to get some recognition or name or fame or admiration from people. It's because I felt doing it. I felt like doing it. So our self-worth should be coming from inside. No matter what people think about me, I don't care. I'm still worthy. So let us meditate for some time, for a few minutes. I would say I would give you a short guided commentary, and I promise that you would be feeling very good and light after going through this commentary. So just keep your feet on the ground and drop your shoulders, relax your body, just ease yourself, relax your muscles, just focus on your breathing. You may open your eyes or you may keep them closed. Just watch your breathing. Feel your breath going in. Feel your breath coming out. Watch it. Observe. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Bring your attention to the center of your forehead, where all your control lies. Now you are in the driver's seat, you are in the captain's seat, and you have all the controls with you, and you can pick and choose your thoughts, you can pick and choose your feelings, you can choose what you want to feel at this time. I want to feel good. I want to feel light. Rather, I should be saying, I am feeling light. I am feeling good. I'm feeling at ease. I'm feeling worthy. I'm feeling joyful. I feel as if I'm floating in the sea without any resistance. I'm flowing with the flow. I'm just floating in the sea. Just feel it. Feel it. You're easy, free flowing. I'm happy. I'm joyful. I'm lovable. I love myself. I am lovable because I am lovable. I'm worthy. I'm perfect in this present moment. I'm constantly evolving. I'm always evolving. But in this moment, I'm feeling at peace with myself. I'm satisfied with myself. I'm happy with myself. I'm happy for being I am. I am what I am. I'm full. I'm enough. I am feeling all the goodness inside me. I'm feeling exuberant. I feel enthusiastic. I feel good. I feel good because I feel good. I feel happy because I want to feel happy. It's my choice. This is how I want to be. My self-worth comes from my being. I am a loving being. I am a peaceful being. I am a joyful being. I am a cheerful being. I am complete. I am full. I am satisfied. I am feeling easy. I am feeling comfortable. I'm happy with where I am. I'm happy with whomever I am with. I'm happy. I'm happy because I am happy. Because happiness coming from within. Happiness is flowing from within. It's flowing from inside out. All the joy is flowing from inside out. I'm feeling full. I'm happy. I'm worthy. I'm just be happy. Just happy. Just happy. I'm happy because I'm happy. Oh, this happiness is coming from inside. This peace is coming from inside. Everything is inside of me. I'm experiencing it inside and I'm spreading it outside. I love myself. I love myself. I'm feeling loved. I'm radiating peace. I'm radiating love. There is a stream of love inside There is a stream of peace inside me. There is a stream of love inside me, and I'm really feeling full. I'm happy because I'm happy. And in your own time, you bring yourself into the awareness of this room. You may open your eyes in your own time. You may stretch your feet and hands. You may shake yourself up. And thank you for your patience. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for being there. And I'm really thankful to you to have spent time on this channel. And I feel and I hope that you must have benefited from it, and you must have got something from this, and it would keep you inspiring, and you would be feeling worthy, you would be feeling good, independent of any condition, independent of any recognition from outside, because you're already full, you're already good. Thank you for watching me. If you want to share something, or if you have some queries, or if you want to get some clarification on something, or if you want to know more, you can write in the comments below, and I am promising you that in my next video I would definitely cover those things, and I would definitely reply to those things. Feel good, feel happy always, feel inspired always. Thank you. Bye for now.